Welcome to Cambridge House Live. I'm Bridget Anderson, and Chris Powell joins me, the Secretary and Treasurer of the Gold Antitrust Committee. Nice to see you again, Chris.
Oh, great to be here, Bridget.
Let's start off with, first of all, can you give us an idea of the most clear evidence to date that you've got of any kind of manipulation in the gold market?
Oh, the thing I like best is the March 1999 secret memorandum by the staff of the International Monetary Fund, which we disclosed some time ago. It shows that Western central banks conceal their gold swaps and leases to facilitate their surreptitious intervention in the gold and currency markets. The memorandum came about as a result of a staff proposal at the IMF to require Western central banks that are members of the IMF to disclose their swaps and leases. The memo discloses how the staff surveyed the Western central banks and found they freaking out at this proposal because the staff recorded the Western central bank said if we disclose our swaps and leases, this information is market sensitive, and the market will see how we're intervening surreptitiously in the market. This is really, I think, the smoking gun of gold market manipulation.
And we've talked about that piece of information before, but has there been any new information come to light?
For example, back in September, there was a conference of the London Bullion Market Association in Rome. The presentations, some of them were posted on the LBMA internet site. One of them is the presentation by the Director of Market Operations of the Central Bank of France. He told the LBMA that the Bank of France is trading gold almost every day. Well, why would the Bank of France be trading gold? The only purpose of a central bank trading gold is currency market intervention. I think that's pretty incriminating too.
Chris, what do you think it's going to take for an investigation into this to happen?
Oh, you know, mainstream financial journalism just doesn't want to go there. Bloomberg has done some stories about the gold market in the last few months. They did an awfully long and detailed story about the London gold fix that surprisingly quoted some academics about the potential for market rigging in the London gold fix. I had some contact with some of the Bloomberg reporters who were involved in that story. I provided them information about central bank direct involvement in market manipulation. They said they would get back to me in a few weeks. A few months have passed.
Are you surprised by that?
No, but hope springs eternal. They've got my number, my email address. We continue to publish the documentation as we find it. There's indications that the gold price suppression issue is breaking into the mainstream financial press in Germany right now. The president of the German Federal Financial Regulatory Authority, Elke Koenig, gave a speech in Frankfurt this week in which she said that gold market manipulation and currency market manipulation would be worse than LIBOR manipulation. She said her agency is looking into it. Now, she did not say that they had discovered it, but nevertheless, for a national financial regulator to say that they're suspicious of gold market manipulation, that's progress. Really, within hours, Deutsche Bank withdrew from the London gold fixing, or announced that it would withdraw from the London gold fixing. The implication was that they didn't want to get their hands slapped for rigging the gold market anymore. And the German Bundesbank just announced that after saying a year ago they were going to repatriate 600 tons of gold from the French Central Bank and the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, the Bundesbank announced this week that they had managed to recover only 37 tons.
So let's play this out a little bit. Let's say that you're right, and let's say that there's an investigation and that there's manipulation discovered. What then?
What then? I think if manipulation is ever admitted, I mean, it's certainly been discovered. We've discovered it. It's a matter of historical record. But if it's ever, I think, widely perceived by the markets, Bridget, I think probably the paper gold market closes up, because the paper gold market, the futures market, is then understood to be the mechanism of manipulation. Certainly China has discovered it because China is taking physical delivery every week of more gold than is being mined anywhere in the world altogether. So it's been discovered in certain quarters. It really just is not quite breaking out into market perception in the West yet.
What do you see happening with the price of gold in the near term then?
Near term, who knows? I think in the long term, I think we will wake up some Sunday evening or Monday morning and find that there's been an international currency revaluation announced. That's how they usually do things on a Sunday night Eastern time, and that gold will have been revalued to some much higher figure in the name of reliquifying central banks around the world. But I think really to allow the central banks to resume the gold price suppression scheme at a much more sustainable level without losing all their gold, as I think they've done now.
Well, how do you think what Asia's doing right now, their gold buying, is impacting this?
I think it's much hastening the day. Really, the figures that have come out of China, particularly thanks to the work of GATA's consultant, Koos Jansen, who monitors the Shanghai Gold Exchange figures very closely. He's reported this week that the Shanghai Gold Exchange is taking out of circulation like 79 tons a week, which is substantially more gold than is being mined every week. China appears to have been consuming more gold, I think, probably for a year than the mining industry produces, and that's just China alone. That's not counting, supply offtake into India and other Asian countries. So the day could be very, very near.
Do you feel like you're making progress here, or is it still a real uphill battle?
Oh, it's certainly an uphill battle, but I think we are making progress. I had some confidential meetings with some Asian central banks back in October. I expect to have meetings with other central banks in a few weeks. Certain central banks are receptive to learning how they're getting screwed by other central banks.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much, Chris.
Thank you, Bruce.